Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is something you don't hear every day. The US government might actually become a shareholder in Intel. Yeah, not just handing out subsidies, not just writing checks, but owning a piece of the company. This could be a turning point for the entire US semiconductor industry, and maybe even the global tech game. Before we get into the juicy details, full transparency, I personally own shares of Intel. Bought them over a year ago, and let's just say my buy-in price was way higher than today. So yes, I've got some emotional skin in this one. And before we really dig in, if you love financial news with a little bit of drama, a dash of humor, and some real talk, smash that like button and subscribe right now. We're building a community of smart money thinkers here. And yes, that means you. Quick note, this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not your financial advisor. Always do your own research before investing.
All right, let's dive in. So here's the situation. Intel is in talks with the US government about a potential equity stake. The plan? Tap into CHIPS Act funding, not just as a handout, but as an actual investment to supercharge Intel's US manufacturing push. We're talking about that massive Ohio fab project that's been in the headlines and advancing cutting-edge chip-making tech like Intel 3 and Intel 18A. These aren't small upgrades. They're multi-billion-dollar moves designed to compete head-on with the biggest names in the industry. Let's break it down side by side. With a government stake, faster funding, political backing, preferred supplier status, and less dependency on foreign suppliers. Without a government stake, slower build-out, continued competition without preference, and a much bigger reliance on overseas manufacturing. Both paths have benefits and risks. If this deal goes through, it could mean a massive capital boost, enough to put those projects on the fast track. Intel could become the preferred supplier for US military and government tech projects. And here's where it gets interesting. Major players like AMD, NVIDIA, and Qualcomm might suddenly be encouraged or even pressured to use Intel's foundry services instead of going to TSMC or Samsung. That shift would reduce America's reliance on Taiwan for its most advanced chips. And that is a huge win for national security. But if this deal doesn't happen, Intel will still have CHIPS Act grants and private financing, but progress will be slower. They'll still be in a heavyweight fight with TSMC for market share, and the US will remain far more dependent on overseas fabs for cutting-edge chip supply. Now, let's be clear. A government stake isn't all rainbows and confetti. Political oversight can slow down innovation. Decisions might shift from what's best for tech to what's best for politics. And if other countries see this as protectionism, they could launch their own subsidy programs, sparking a global chip subsidy arms race. Think tech warfare, but with taxpayer checkbooks. Either way, this is shaping up to be one of the biggest shifts in U.S. industrial policy in decades. This is about more than Intel's stock price. It's about where America makes its chips, who controls that supply, and whether we're ready for the next big global shock.
So, where do I stand? Honestly, I'm hopeful.
I'd love to see Intel get the boost it needs to compete at the highest level again. And yes, maybe see my shares finally crawl back into the green. But I'm cautious too, because once politics and business start living under the same roof, the dinner table conversations can get messy. What about you? Should the US government take a stake in Intel or let the free market do its thing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your perspective. And while you're here, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with anyone who follows tech, investing, or global politics. The more voices in this conversation, the better. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with more good news, and maybe, just maybe, a greener portfolio.